some shots in on the young Pola team. Just test them.
Here's the captain. Braeden Cootes has had a heck of a tournament as he leads his team in a number of areas, obviously including points. He's got 10 points in the tournament, third in tournament scoring through group play. Ryan Roybrick up the right wing, and away he goes. Little burst of speed for Cootes. He left it. Wrist shot, the follow-up loose and covered up. And stop and give yourself a chance to pump that in. Little rush now by Czechia. Chip and chase from Simon Fastner. Fastner behind the net with Pavlik. He got pinned, and it's up to Roybrick. Diorio on the forecheck, takes down his man. As Corey Stillman was depressed with Alessandro, 99 points for Kindle in the Western League in the regular season. There's Roosevelt. He'll chip it in. Kukarchi. Him and Roosevelt working. Up to Mirka. He'll send it across. A wrist shot. Ivan Kovic, the 6th save is big. Radim Mirka can't miss him. 6'6". Plays in the Western Hockey League in Seattle. And he's ranked 5th by NHL Central Scouting for North American skaters. Big right shot D. Here's Mirka. He's got the puck, walking it in. In front, backhand try to the forehand. Score! Tucked in. David Roosevelt. And the Czech.
Cameron Schmidt is not very good on the wall on his own zone. Canada has the puck. They have a chance. And Cameron Schmidt just does not make a very good play here. He's got to get there. He can't just be floated into that area. You got to get there hard, once, twice, and this is how the play develops. And Mirka makes a nice little touch pass, and then Roosevelt steps right back in. But on the wall, those little spots, you can't be late and you can't be lax. Cameron Schmidt was guilty on 2 accounts.
David Roosevelt is first of the tournament, and that's the first time that Canada has trailed in this championship. As Canada reeled off wins, Slovakia, Latvia, Finland, and Norway in the group play. And it's 1-0 Czechia. They're not even 7 minutes in. Icing charge to
Again, and chucks it in.
Scrum off the draw. Controlled by Czechia. As Alex Wang tried to move it up that right side. Wang gets it back. There's Cootes, the captain, chips it farther to center, fired in though all the way to ice. Canada's penalty kill is ranked 2nd. They've only allowed 2 power play goals. And a good clear early all the way down to Politi. And Brady Martin delivers another thunderous body check, and that time on Mirka. Czechia brings it in as Benyak lays it down low for Politi. Stretch pass up ahead, intended for Martin. Canada's got a couple of short hits.
Reshny kind of kept Mirka trapped. We're not really an out.
Here's Smith along the wall with Cootes. Cootes spun around, Mirka. They'll send it across, backdoor feed, but Yak in front and cleaned up nicely in time as Brady Martin found the puck. Jack big time.
I was thinking the same thing. Reshny. Better be aware when 28's out on the ice.
Jackson Smith alertly swats that down the ice. Cootes trying to track in on Alina. Bit of a Seattle reunion. You have Mirka and Pekish and Cootes are all teammates back in the Western League with Seattle. Ivan Kovic out to play the puck. He'll delay, and Jackson Smith just out of his reach, but backed up by Cootes. Braeden Cootes waiting, long shot, no problem there from Politi. Smith, Canada's got to get back on side as Jackson Smith pumped it in deep. That is 9 goals in the tournament for defensemen for Team Canada, and 3 now for Smith. As Diorio, final stages, 5 seconds left. Can Canada crack another quick one? Carl's trying to lay it back. So Dean on the power play, over 50%, #1 in the tournament. Czechia's penalty kill is ranked 4th. as Novotny. He couldn't clear. Cootes on the puck first. Second effort. It is chipped to center to Villeneuve. Xavier Villeneuve. He's watched closely like a shadow. Novotny all over him. And then the layback. Cootes able to pick it up. Braeden Cootes, who leads Team Canada in scoring. He'll stop. Far wall. Cootes trying to flip it to the point. And Zahiski able to get it to center. Canada back on side. Martin on the attack. Brady Martin round the net. Martin still with it. He'll curl around again. To Villeneuve. Lev Katzen. Near circle. In front the drive. Just wide from Cootes. What a setup. Roybrook. Brady Martin. Villeneuve again up top. Villeneuve. Walking around. Wrist shot dropping. Oh, it was loose a bit in this tournament.
His impact is everywhere all the time. Like, you know, you'll look at the score sheet.
Off the crossbar. And, well, Cootes Zahiski. Dig in. Cootes wins it back. Beauchene jams it in deep. Cootes behind the net. Braeden Cootes. He protects the puck. Cootes tried to jam that on, and that one stung Mikko. Puck popped to center. Chihas watching Jackson Smith. Roybrook, he got a touch on it. Diorio. Alessandro Diorio, the one-handed shovel to the near wall. Cootes Roybrook trying to dig it free. Diorio back to work in the corner. Cootes makes the check from Seidel. Trying to get it in front. Steered away by Pekish. To the line. Beauchene held it in. Roy.
You know, when it gets to the grandchildren.
I was going to say when Grandpa, yeah, we're the senior director of scouting. Here's a chance. Little break in. But you mentioned it a few times. They have a good group. They have a pretty talented team.
The only reason they finished fourth is because they played the other goaltender who was terrible. So at least they recognize that they got to get a different goaltender and they're a better goaltender.
Politin has been really good in this game as Cootes was tied up in the line. Canada trying to stay on side. Carl's a big body check as he hit Mickish into the bench. Zada, little touch over the line. Cootes racing after it. Diorio at the line. Canada's on side. Alessandro Diorio barreling into the corner. Using the shoulder, trying to create some space on Pavlik. Zada jams at the butt. Cootes got tripped up. Pavlik, though, he's on the move. Czechia changing. Diorio plays it back for Carson Carls. Carls off ice for Zada at the end. He's been around it. You're laughing, but it's
I'm
true.
not laughing.
He's in a good way. It's like the guy, he is a gamer. Brady Martin's a gamer for Canada. No other way to put it. Plays for the Sioux in the OHL, and he's delivering for Canada.
If you find a shift, Reed.
There's Pavlik, high wrister over Ivan Kovic. Might have glanced off the netting, but play continues. So Canada again finds a way to answer. Only trailed in this tournament for, what, just over 14 minutes. So Canada's found a way. Period. Kukarchik able to win it back. Czechia flips it in. Cootes. Kukarchik battling. Reshny back for Verhoff. Brady Martin. Zips it up ice for Cootes, who got a touch. Bobbling puck in the slot, but Czechia recovers. Kukarchik moves it with speed to center for Carls.
If I was the Dallas Cowboys, I'd get Brady Martin, see if he can be a fullback.
Cameron Schmidt, burst of speed, wrist shot. That tickled the outside of the post. In comes Schmidt to finish his body check. Carls tries to center in front, and he couldn't find Schmidt, who is all teed up. Carls reaching for the puck. Roybrook. Yeah, he was in offside, so he'll check back up as Cootes now in the forecheck.
He was, but the linesman didn't know it. He should have kept going.
Carls took the body check to work it up ahead, and then it pops all the way back. Brady Martin is kind of like Josh Allen on skates.
That's a good comparison. I was thinking fullback, 1 yard for the touchdown. Just when I was in Dallas and we used to play against the Colorado Avalanche with Adam Foote, we told our players, anything less than 100% against Adam Foote, and he's gaining an advantage on you.
Cameron Schmidt plays it into the corner.
You know where Adam Foote played junior hockey? Sault Ste. Marie.
Roybrook, little backhand. Bullet.
Good also.
Cootes wins another one. Roybrook's shot was broken. Ryan Lynn smashes one right on. And another up here in Texas, 2025 2-2 game. 8 minutes gone in the third. Carls, that's a handle. Last time Czechia won a medal in this tournament was 2014, and David Pastrnak was on that team. It's been a hot minute for Czechia. Roybrook. He'll fire it at Bulletin. He kind of lost it. And a turnover in front. Roybrook and a big block in front. As Roybrook nearly gave Canada the lead. Cootes behind the net. Centering beat again. And a potential 2-on-1 the other way. Roosevelt in. Stop, shoots in the right pad. Ivan Kovic is Roosevelt looking for his second of the game. Here's Roybrook the other way. Roybrook with Schmidt. Backhand try. Right on, and Polentin's going to hold for Czechia. Beroff got a touch. No icing. Malinek. Reverse play for Drabitsky. He'll play it up the right wing. Schmidt jams it back in deep. Rubrick. Racing after the puck. In with Cootes. Cootes trying to poke it back to the line. Beauchene in front of his bench, trying to poke it up that wing. 8:30 to go in the game. Carls back in front of his goalie. Off the wall, held in. Roosevelt. Watched by Cootes. Roosevelt looks at options. Up top, Seidel's blast missed. Konchler worked it back in for Czechia. Pavlik tried to center, and it hit out there for Canada. Clean win for Villeneuve. Katz in the corner. Rubrick. Katz down low, trying to take it free. Cootes there as well. Cootes gets knocked down. Jabbed along the wall. Brady Martin worked it into the corner. Cootes for Martin. Back to Cootes. Cootes trying to sling it in front, gets it back. Cootes, Martin. Brady Martin, C pass across, and a good save on Katzen. Villeneuve walks the line, trying to get it back to Katzen. He gets it back. Dishes across. Brady Martin thought about the shot. Katzen, far circle. Katzen dishes down low. Rubrick. Martin one time, side of the net. Brady Martin had some daylight, couldn't find it. And a good play. Katzen keeps it alive. Villeneuve waiting, curls back. Villeneuve takes it back up high for Canada. Katzen. Rubrick waiting in front. Bouncing puck, and Cootes hit the side of the net again. Brady Martin for Villeneuve. Villeneuve waiting, shooting is Martin, a big block. Paying the price was Malinek. Villeneuve slides it across again. Katzen, a little bit of space for Villeneuve. Waiting, shooting, that was blocked. Katzen's got it again. 30 seconds left in the man advantage. Katzen dishes. Roybrook. Roybrook. Katzen at the goal line, trying to go short side. That might have hit inside of the post. And then this time Czechia wins it. Back to Mirka. Mirka, wrist shot deflected high and behind the net. Beroff picks it up, but he whiffed on the clearing attempt. Zahiski. Panak shoots off his skate and wide. Zahiski. Beroff behind the net. Zahiski frees it up. Mirka waiting for it. He'll hand it off. Zahiski across. Panak, wrist shot, glove down, Ivan Kovic.
Realize that Panak, who's so good at creating space, had no space to work with and just sealed them right off, puck down the ice.
Drabitsky Stops at the line. Shoots it in deep. Beauchene got tripped up. As Pekish plays it up top. One-time drive. Oh, it hit a stick and just went wide of Ivan Kovic. Great opportunity there. Pekish starts the play. Jeremy walks it in. Wrister and a weak redirect from Pukarchi. Back to the near point. Jeremy across one-timer. Big shot block there on Grabinski.
Ryan Lynn with a nice shot block, getting right out, reading it beautifully. When I saw Carson earlier in the year.
Carl's wrist shot again and trickled through. Bulletin steered it aside. Cootes picks it up.
Good player.
Reshny off the draw. Thought about just pulling the trigger and driving play towards the net. Sada throws it through the crease. Beauchene hustling over. And he gets to the puck. High shot into the glove, and Martin steals. Canada back on side. Brady Martin. Again, he's going to pass it back and get a change in.
How about the game sense by Brady Martin to just regroup?
Braeden Cootes' turn. Driving, shooting. Puck loose in the crease. Still available. Cleaned up into the corner. Thomas Bulletin, the captain, will lay it back. Matej Pekish. Here's Pekish. Throws it up. Mirka. It's got a step. Mirka for the win! And just by Ivan Kovic stayed out. And now Schmidt. Breakaway. Game on his stick. Cameron Schmidt. Forehand. Denied.
We'll start with this. Here's Verhoff. What a great play. Verhoff recognizes he's in. Bulletin with a great save. And then Mirka coming in, the big defender. He comes in and a little poke. It looked like it might have popped up, but it gets out of harm's way. Bulletin